Okay. Hi. Good afternoon. Now it's 3:29 p.m. on a Friday. My question is over here we see the Mercedes V Class. I wanna ask my question. Hopefully LTA can get back to me. I wanna ask. There is a car that I'm looking at, V Class 220D or similar. Well, basically this car has a second row. It's a seven-seater, if I'm not mistaken, but the second row seats are facing backwards. As you can see in the picture here, basically this second row seats are facing backwards. So the first row, of course, face in front, second row face behind, third row face in front. So that means the second row is facing the third row. In doing so, you can see the right side, which is over here. You can see there's space here. So basically, it means that the third row can exit and enter easily. This is one of my reason. Okay, so my angle of this approach is to emphasize on safety and ask whether the seats can be turned, because if you can see the bottom, there are rails, and these rails can be attached to the seat, of course, but most important, these rails and the seat, they can be disattached or rather reattached 180 degrees and to become exactly what is pictured here. So with that said, my question spills on to the other side for Toyota Noah vehicles, or like Alphard, or like those big box cars, 7-seater, 8-seater, like the Nissan Serena e-Power. I want to ask whether is it legal to swap the second row seats and face backwards for safety reasons, like because rear facing is a lot safer, so I can put my kids there and I know that the seat will you can see the seat is touching here. Okay. The second row is touching the first row, so in that sense it is inelastically touching, in that sense, to have the load arrest the moving body in a frontal collision. So that is one point. Second is because the batteries for hybrid vehicles or big cars like Noah, Alphard, Voxy, those cars, and the Nissan Serena e-Power, all the batteries are housed in the below the first and second row. So it's about here. So my point is, if it burns, catches fire, I plan to use the vehicle for 10 years. I have 3 children under the age of 5. So if it catches fire when I'm doing 100 km per hour, and I need to jam brake and stop and get off on the road shoulder, probably it'll take for about 10 seconds. And in that time, the only way to get out, if let's say normally, is to stop the car, open the door, second row out, then after you have to lower the second row seats for the third row to come up. But in this configuration, the children can jump out, or whoever's in the second and third row. So that is my second point in fire safety. Is it possible that the second row can climb out? So in doing so, fire safety easier to come out in that sense. And my first point, which is back facing in a frontal collision. So point number 1 is frontal collision, safer. Second is in case of a fire, easier to come out. So these two. If I can do this, I've checked with the insurance. The insurance mentioned that if this is a modification, they may not insure. So I need to ask LTA whether I can do this by the agent. Maybe if I buy from Nissan Serena, Tan Chong can do it, or if I buy from Mercedes, Second Carriage can do it, those kinds. So I want to do it legally and properly, so that because I'm going to use this for 10, maybe 20 years, because because of the COA price is high. So I hope you can advise me on the best way to do this. It's just for the safety of my family, of course, for kids to sit in the second row, or even old folks to avoid whiplash, all this kind of thing. I must do my best as a father to ensure this safety. Hope you can help me. Then I can show you another picture. Similarly, taxis also, they have this kind of setup lah in Singapore. I'm not looking for a table, but more importantly is second row face third row, or rather second row seats rotate 180. In doing so, it will be safer for me. I hope you can reply to this. Thank you so much.